So long, everybody. I hope everybody having a great day today. I'm speaking to the scattered tribes of Yasharel and to the stranger who sojourn among us. We all have this question of why good people suffer and the bad people be thriving. It was another person that had the same question as well. That he demanded an answer from the Most High, but he didn't receive that answer though. But he received something way more better. Was the prophet named Hecuba. The prophet Habakkuk, he was asking the same thing. That while Yahuah was overlooking, he thought Yahuah was overlooking about what was going on, especially in Judah at that time. He was seeing, so much wickedness. People were acting righteous, but they was twisting the words of Yahuah just to get their way. And there was so much corruption going on. And Hecuba was demanding answer from Yahuah saying, why is you not doing nothing? Why is you just looking, and not saying anything? Like you're silent. Ain't you the Kodash one, the set part, and you seeing all this happening while you're not stepping in? But thing is, we have to understand, just like what Prophet Yeshayahu was saying, Prophet Elijah, that Yahuah's thoughts and his ways are higher than ours. So things may not make sense to us, but it makes sense to Yahuah. He knows what's going on. But then we must know our place. And that's what Yahuah basically trying to telling Prophet Hecuba, that he already had judgment set in place. That's why he was raising up Babylon, which a pagan nation. But Yahuah, it didn't make sense to Prophet Hecuba. It didn't make sense to him. Why them? Because they are violent people and they pagan and everything. But we have to understand, Yahuah ways is above ours, so we don't know his entire plan, but he knows. He already had the punishment set in place for the children of Judah. He already had had it already set for them. And the beautiful thing about it is that Prophet Hecuba eyes was open even more, especially in his prayers. That he was showing that he was, afraid, but helping to Yahuah to remember, to have compassion. And also when he was saying in the other words, I'm gonna show y'all too. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. I heard, and my body trembled, and my lips quivered at the sound. Rottenness coming to my bones, and I trembled within myself, that I might rest for the days of distress to come upon the people who attack us. Though the fig tree does not blossom, and there is no fruit on the vine, the yield of the olives have fallen, and the field brought forth no food. The flocks have been cut off from the fold, and there is no herd in the stalls. Yet I exalt in Yahuah, I rejoice in the allure of my deliverance. Yahuah's the allure is my strength, and he makes my feet like those of deers, and makes me walk on my high places, to this chief singers with my string instrument. So basically, Prophet Hecuba was basically saying, like, things might be going on, I may not understand, but I choose to trust you. And I still choose to serve you, because knowing I'm going to be okay. And that's what's going on in today's society. A lot of people been asking the same question that Prophet Hecuba was saying to Yahuah, about why do so many people, why do so many good people suffer? And so basically that's what I want everybody to read is Prophet Hecuba, because he have all the answers right there. That Yahuah gave him the answers. That we're gonna be suffering, but the thing is Yahuah is not overlooking it. It's just in divine timing that Yahuah is gonna bring destruction to them. So they rejoicing right now because that's they mighty one of what they doing, but it's not gonna last forever. That's why it was saying in the book of Hecuba that the ones that live in righteous gonna live a steadfastness. He said this. And I want you to share this to someone that had the same question as Prophet Hecuba has had. Love y'all. Shalom.